Hello, this is Ronnie. I'm back here with a clip concerning gold, silver, and this time I added GLD. I think you would like the clip. I'm interested to let you know that I have decided to extend the special offer that I had running last week. I extended it till the 2nd of October. If you go on my website, wavemastery.com, you go to subscribe here, you go to special promotional offer, you will see the valid date. Yes, till the 2nd of October. I also suggest that if you have any issue during the subscription with the browser, with the buttons, I suggest you use Firefox. I've tested all the buttons through with Firefox. Everything works very well. Anyhow, if you have any issue, never hesitate, contact me. I'll see what's the issue, what's the problem. I'll do my best to help you. If you are going to stay on to the end of the clip and then watch the rest of the details that I provide at the end of the clip concerning the offer, you will see that the clip is still dating from last week, so it's going to show you the old date of the expiration of the offer. But please ignore that. Just go straight to the website and you will see the fresh date. As I just mentioned, the fresh date is the 2nd of October. Other than that, I wish you have pleasant viewing. Hope to see you on my website, answer your questions. I hope you have a great trading week. Bye now. Here's gold on the 15-minute scale, spot gold, priced in US dollars. This is just one idea for you to use in subdividing the descent that that took place here. That's a 1 2 1 2 3 4 5 3. We are in a fourth wave. Okay, it could also be, of course, a 1 2 3 4 5, meaning that you have a first leg, meaning 5 legs complete, giving us a first leg. Okay, and that would call for much more vigorous correction. In my opinion, the very first chance right now, if it jumps above 1304, 1304, should alert you to the possibility that that should be taken as first leg down. Okay, there'll be more legs down. Yes, the way I read it, there'll be more legs down, but that is the first leg. Okay, so these are the options right now for gold. Let's see the 60 minutes and go step by step. The idea is that this is a 1 2 3 4 is completely dead. It crashed through the top of the first wave. This is dead. This is gone. I already told you during the week that it is more likely that we should use this as an ABC. And in fact, the faith of gold, as we have discussed during the week, is basically sealed by the crash under 1300. It appears to me that it is unlikely to come back. Right now, I think the odds flipped into looking at this triangle. Yeah, and this is the optimistic triangle. Remember, we have two options long term for gold, and we examine both of them on equal footing. We give both of them respect because at this point in time we really don't know. We don't know, and it doesn't pay to be categoric upfront months in advance. It's just not a good policy, not good a way of going about analysis, because it locks your mind psychologically into a one-way street. It's just not a good thing. You've got to be flexible, you got to be open-minded. No one really knows the future. No one got a system that tells the future 100%. It's nonsense. It doesn't exist. You have to always stay flexible, and here the optimistic thing tells us that's an A, that's an A, that's a B. If it is a B, we're going down for a C. We'll have a D, we'll have an E, and that will give us a B. And that will set the stage for gold to shoot a lot higher than the July high here that I mentioned before, above 1380. Yeah, so that's the optimistic case. The pessimistic case I will show you when we examine GLD in a few minutes. But right now for spot gold, I think that it is extremely unlikely that we will see this. I would be absolutely surprised. Okay, I think it's more likely we will see some bounce. Okay, we could see some bounce, but selling pressure will come in and almost certainly will push it lower. and lower, and I will not be surprised to see it going back over the next 2-3 months, going back to retest 1140 area around here, as it is still locked within this multi-month triangle. Now this is GLD, that's the monthly, and that's the pessimistic, if you like, the pessimistic alternative that must be taken into consideration. That's the top registered in 2011. That is the end of that descent. That's our A. It's basically engaged in tracing now a B triangle, and the next big move, which is not anywhere around the corner, it's going to take easily another 6 months, if not longer, for it to get going, is going to be that C. That's going to send gold to levels that the bulls don't want to hear about. Yeah, the bulls will dismiss that. They will say, oh well, nonsense, that's forget it. But deflationary forces are still extremely powerful around the world, and that could definitely take place. So I think it's a mistake to dismiss this. Okay, keep your mind open. This could still play out, A, B, C, like that. And that's the monthly. I'm going to go to the weekly. Let's go to the weekly. And here you can see that the interpretation turns things upside down. We actually go up. That's our A, that's our B. We just terminated the C. We had an A, B, C that terminated the C in red. We are going down to terminate the D, of which we may have seen the A. Yeah, I think it's early days to rush and conclude that we have seen the A. The A might be a much more developed movement here, might reach actually the bottom here at 115, and then we'll go for the B. You see each leg, you see how many movements were included in each leg. You see, this one was about almost 2 months. This one was, 2 months. This one slightly more than 2 months. Yes, so I think we can work with the assumption that we have at least about 2 months to go for the D to really be fully traced here. Let's have a look at, we are on the weekly. Let's go to the daily. And that's what I see here, a possible 1 2 1 2 3 4 3 4. Do you see? So it looks like an elaborate structure here for this. Okay, that's 1 2 1 2 3 4 5 3 4. Do you see? You could work with some channels. Right here could be helpful. You'll find out which channel is really the one that is controlling the price action, but it appears to me there is further movement down on the horizon for gold, even if it manages a slight recovery here. Okay, that's silver. That's silver on the monthly scale. This arrow that you see here accounts for the positive, yes, for the bullish alternative, that in fact whatever you want to do with this, yeah, I mean, you take this as an A, fine, but right now the bulls are not really worried because they are looking forward to get this, and they might be right. I think we really have to keep our minds open. There is something very important here that I want to show you. Do you see, this is the monthly scale, and you see this line? This line is mighty important. Do you see what it did here? It was built between the 2 or 3 spots right here. It's going back ages, going back to 2003. Now you don't want to dismiss the effect of this line on the price action. Look what a bounce we got here. That generated this big jump, and it is heading lower and lower towards the line again, towards the zone of this line. I think that I can state with a fairly high degree of confidence that the day it breaks the line, it, let's say, gives me a weekly close under the line, and the day it breaks under this level on a monthly close, you can count, I'm not joking, you can count on several years of a bear market in silver. I'm not saying several months, I'm saying several years of a bear market in silver. Why I'm so confident? Because the monthly close under this line would tell us that not only it shattered the long-term rising support line here, that this trend is gone. It crashed through the last support that it's got. It delivered a monthly close. It tells you the bigger scale is actually working. The bigger scale, yeah? The bigger scale, that's what I mean. That's the bigger scale. Do you see? That's the monthly. So once it closes under this level, it tells you you are into many, many, many months. Many, many months of a bear market. Yeah, I know quite a few of you wouldn't like to hear this, but it doesn't give me pleasure. You know, it shouldn't really upset you or make you feel, you know, very happy or very sad. If you are in for trading, you make money on the short side, you make money on the long side. We are not married to one side. We are trading. We want to keep our minds open and to be accepting whatever Mr. Market is throwing at us. And that's the whole point. Now, here's the weekly scale. And the optimistic case says that's your A. And then you have an A, B, C, D. It didn't exceed the previous high. This can definitely work. And you can see how it broke. It broke badly under support here. And it crashed through back to, this is really negative. This is really negative, and I bet the MACD, yeah, the MACD also turned down, no question. So my thinking is, in the optimistic case, we have an A, B, C, D, we're going down for the E. And of course, the E could churn around here for, who knows, 6 months. Yeah, there is nothing in the world stopping it from doing it. It could just churn around here, waiting for gold to be ready, and then they both zoom higher. Now, imagine by the time it goes to 15, yeah, if we get there, yeah, we get to 15, we are not going to be very far from an almighty signal. The almighty signal rests with this line. That's the signal that should send shivers down the spine of the permanent bulls. Okay, the eternal bulls are going to have to rethink their lot in life and their destiny once we get a crack, a break, right here under 13.5, just above 13.5. So this is to prepare you for a possible dramatic shift in the outlook. Right now we are sort of lulled by the sideways price action, but that of course will not stay with us forever. I'm not suggesting it's going to crash in 2 months. It's going to already be crashing under that. No, I think it's going to take quite a bit of time. Okay, that's the weekly. Let's see now the daily. Pretty miserable collapse here. That is taken as an ABC complete. So in this case, this is our D. Okay, and my idea is we're going for another ABC. So we are not yet done with this A. If I go to the 60 minutes, you will see the wave count that I've worked with ever since it started crashing here. And so far it's been working, so let's just continue with it. That's the 60 minutes with a 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a 3 on the blue scale right here. Now we are tracing the fourth wave and we're due for another drop. So there are going to be a few more legs for us to note here before the first leg, the A leg or whatever it is, 1 or whatever, is going to be complete. I repeat, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5, and that's it. And then we should have some really substantial rebound. Rising above 17.4 soon, I mean without spending too much time here, just running above this level, that should alert us that maybe there is a different wave count operating here. It will not necessarily suggest we're going straight there. I doubt it, okay, but it would suggest that we have to review possibly the wave count that we are using here. So that is the case for weakness on the horizon for the precious metals. And if you tie in the work that I've presented to you, for example, concerning the dollar index, then you can see the dollar is preparing to turn around, possibly give us some bout of strength, while the precious metals are likely to be under pressure for quite a few weeks. Hello again. I'm here with more details about the offer concerning my services. So that's the website, that's the homepage, and in order to get onto the website, you simply go for www.wavemasteryallinoneword.com. You find this page. There are quite a few articles that I wrote over time here. You may want to take a look what this website is about. Is this website for me? Psychology and trading, trading and the arts, why join? Could give you some ideas which direction I'm going with this website. Here under subscribe here, this is the standard price, so you don't want this, you want this tab. This tab takes you to the special promotional offer that will expire on the 18th. And in essence, what's happening is that I'm allowing you to enter the service at 50% off the normal price for the first year. There is a trial. It costs only €9.99 for 1 week if it is a daily service, so you get videos every day, also Saturday. It includes the weekend service. And I encourage you to read the text here. You see, normally the price is €159 per month. During the offer, when the offer is valid, you can have it at $79 per month plus VAT. VAT applies chiefly for people who come from Europe, but people who come from the UK, the US, Australia, Japan, other countries outside Europe, they don't pay VAT. If you are interested, you go down here and you have a whole menu here with all the different countries. You select your country. If you come from Europe, EU country is probably going to figure somewhere around here, and the price is going to be inclusive of VAT. Okay, so it's important that you select the right tab here. If you come from the US, the UK, Belgium, or Australia, or Japan, China, whatever, you don't pay VAT, and you select this tab. You go for subscribe, you click on the button here. It takes you to the PayPal page with the offer, and you can see it starts with $9.99 for the trial. And once the trial is over, after 7 days, if you like what you see, you do nothing, and your card will be charged $79 each month for 12 consecutive months. So you're not obliged to stay for 12 months. You can cancel at any time. You don't get a refund for the period that passed, but you will have access up to the expiration of the month, yeah, in which you cancel. Yes. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to get in touch with me. After you pay, you will be directed back to the website where you're supposed to fill in a form, membership form, with your username, password, details of your address. It's especially necessary for VAT control. If you don't pay VAT, I really need you details, okay, in case there is control. So in short, you fill in this form and you head on to the website. You fall on the page for which you subscribe. If you subscribe to daily service, it's going to take you to the daily service. If you subscribe to the weekend service, it's going to take you to the page of the weekend service. Okay, so that's essentially the situation here with the daily service. The weekend covers, the weekend service covers only the videos during the weekends. The trial is lasting 2 weeks, meaning you get access to 2 long videos, fresh videos, for $4.99, and the same thing applies. You like what you see, you don't do anything, after 2 weeks your card will be charged. Instead of $59 per month, it's $29 per month. Again, VAT applies mainly to European countries, and you select your country again from here, and you go through the same process. So that is essentially the offer. You have a bit of time to think about it, but if you want to take advantage of it to see what's going on in the markets, there's some very exciting setups currently building up in the stock market, in gold and silver. You are encouraged to take the plunge, as they say. Okay, so that's the offer. You can reach the special promotional offer page also through the resources sector, which is right here at the bottom. Do you see? Otherwise, the resources sector has some interesting charts here. Chart gallery, chart galore, 1, 2, 3. If you click on that, it takes you to a page with lots of charts with basically wave counts that are examples to what you can do with this principle that I'm working with. Yes, the Elliott wave principle. Lots of charts. For those who like charts, this is ideal. You can go through this. It covers many markets throughout, you know, with lots of history. There's really a substantial amount of charts here. Okay, so that's resources, useful links, pretty standard stuff. Telling you a few things that I'm familiar with. Recommended reading list. You can find some gems here if you are into reading. I put quite a few books. I have, of course, read many more books than what you see here. But the books that appear here were books that really left a lasting impression on me, and I would think that they're really well worth your time. Private policy terms of use, fairly standard. I don't mess up with you details, not at all. Contact us. You have any question whatsoever, put here name, email address. Make sure you get the right address, otherwise I can't get back to you. Here your message, you have to complete that. Yeah, put the right figure here, submit. It reaches me and I will answer when I can. I am in Belgium, so if you write to me, if you're in the US and I'm having my rest, I obviously won't react on the spot, but just give me a few hours. As soon as I see your email, of course, I'll react. Also, in case you go through the registration process, the payment, and things somehow you have a bump on the road, something doesn't work, you don't manage to finish to fill in the subscription form, you don't get access, there's an issue, whatever, don't worry, write to me. I can sort it out for you. I can always find a solution, and you'll be satisfied, I am pretty sure. Other than that, in general, if you have a question concerning the servers, things that you are interested to know, like which markets I cover, what I can do for you, my service is still at, if you like, at a level that I can relate to my subscribers on an individual basis. Okay, so if you have a question, you have a position, you are very keen to know what's going on, can I give you an opinion? Yes, I can give you an opinion. I do not give a personal advice, but there is nothing in the world that stops me from commenting or passing or carrying out a technical analysis on a particular stock or particular market and communicating to you my analysis, and then it's up to you. You do what you find is right in your circumstances. So that's about it. I hope you decide to take the trial, see what it's about. I cover a lot of markets. You will see immediately the logic of why it makes sense to cover so many markets. You see the linkages between the markets and how they reinforce each other, and what inverse relationship you have with certain markets. In short, it's really very useful. So that's all. Hope to see you on my website. Hope to welcome you as a subscriber or a trial member. Wish you the best. Good trading. Bye now.